The Desert Phantom is definitely my favorite Desperado monkey that's come out recently, and I'm going to be pairing it with Churchill, which I think is a great pairing. Along with the Desert Phantom, Churchill's also amazing with the Golden Justice, which is really cool. From what I found, this is like kind of the best hero to suit with these. Churchill fills in the weaknesses of both of them very well. They're very bad against DDTs, and Churchill's Moab Barrage, and if put on last on a good map, the level 3 can take out DDTs very well. If you need a Sabo, that will basically get Churchill to do a lot. And also, single target isn't that good for the Desert Phantom. At least the ZUMGs are a really big issue, and the Moab Barrage on Churchill just takes those ZUMGs out, which is super nice. Also helps out a little bit with cleanup too, from what the Desert Phantom can't get. And for single target, like bad level kind of single target, usually just need to get something to help that out, but that's fine. Like a First Striker Spike Storm can do that, so it works out pretty well. The Golden Justice is kind of like the same thing, except the main attack is really ramping up the consistency of the Golden Justice's main attack on a straight line. It's still very map dependent though for the Golden Justice's case, and the single target is not really an issue because the Golden Justice has a lot of single target. So anyways, moving on from this, if you saw the video on Monday, you would have actually seen the end of this run. This was supposed to be a Desperado Axis, all tier 5 Desperados in one game of Chimps. However, I got a little distracted and decided I'm just going to go for a Cash Bear run with Desert Phantom, which ended up actually working out really well. So I went for a really quick and early Churchill there with just the double shot ninja. From there, I was able just to get the spike and go kind of right into round 40. I got a discount and greeted out some upgrades on the Desperado to be able to beat round 40. Then I'm just going to be going for a Spiked Mines, because Spiked Mines is just so strong on this map. You can use it as a clutch for everything. And this would have just really gotten the Desperado Axis pretty easily. It would have been something super simple to do, but if you saw the video on Monday about that, you know I switched things up just because I don't want to do 2 runs of basically the same thing on Workshop right here. So this one's going to be the Cash Bear run, of course. I'm then going to Alk buff that Spike Factory because it's pretty necessary, and I set up the Desperado here in a way so that it's going to have, with all of like the range buffs added, it's still going to maintain that +3 stacks on the attack speed benefit for the shotgun. Nobody really cares about the pistol, it's all about the shotgun. Now I don't actually know how much faster these 3 stacks save on the Desperado, but I don't think it's that high, because from the cases that I've seen, it's a lot better to get Alk buff and primary training on your Desperado way more than having the 3 stacks. So I can't imagine it being super high, but just being able to maintain it, I guess, is a nice touch. This also sacrifices a little bit of range, but I think this is kind of worth it, because a lot of times the shrapnel will like go everywhere and it will kill balloons that are outside of the range of the shotgun anyways. So that's gonna be super chill. Anyways, I should have a really easy time saving up for it. It's going to be super chill, not much deaths until like the 90s when I kind of try to optimize things a little bit more. But with that Spiked Mines, with the Churchill mid-game, and the fact that the tier 5 is pretty cheap, I'll just be able to fly straight into that thing. And I think I'm going to come back a little bit into like the 90s, and I'll just put some music on in the meantime. So enjoy the run. I'll be back soon. Alright, so we're back over here. I decided to move into a cash spare run instead of the Axis run about when I bought the overclock, because I realized that this is doing really well, and I could push this pretty high. I was hoping for at least around 55,000, but I ended up getting 11,000 more than that, which is really nice. So I'd say it did pretty well, and under some good circumstances with good synergy from your hero, the Desert Phantom definitely can do a lot of work. There was a little bit of a mistake. I think it was on like 93 where I didn't need to use the motor, but just because of abilities not coming up, I did have to use it. That's something that could have been totally avoidable, so I should have been able to win with another 850 something-ish thousand, or not 850,000 more, 850 to maybe 1,000 more, somewhere around there that I should have been able to save, but it was just a stupid mistake and I couldn't really change it, so I guess I did have to spend that. It's not a crazy amount though. The other rounds are really chill. I just used the motors when I had to. I tried to get by without using that many. On round 100, I am going to need a little bit more damage. So you can see I'll have up to like 73,000 saved up here. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to get a little bit of damage on 100. So with the Alk, I'm going to be taking the Alk away from the spike mines, giving it to a 130 spike factory. And then I'm going to be using one track extension. And then around there, I use the slowdown so I can get the bad going up in the other lane instead of having to use a second track extension in the same time. I can pop it open and Desert Phantom just cleans up the insides. It's a super cool run and I really love this tower. Let me know what you think and what other challenges or combos you want to see with the Desperado. Thanks for watching. If you want to help out the channel, you can check out these new videos, like and subscribe for more content, support the channel by becoming a member, and joining the Discord to chat with the community. Bye!